Well, despite some of the many reasons that people might not use food delivery services, including costs, more Canadians are relying on them. It's a paradox.
Yeah, it's an interesting set of numbers here. So if we look at the trend, we're joined live by Sylvain Charlebois, who is a visiting scholar at McGill University, the food professor as well. It's good to talk to you about this. It is kind of a counterintuitive results you've found here. On the one hand, we know these apps cost a lot of money to get, a fast food meal or whatever meal it is. But at the same time, Canadians are turning to them more and more, Professor. What's the sort of, why are Canadians turning to this so frequently?
Convenience, really. It's certainly not because of price, because you're charged a lot, especially for fast food. If you're looking for fine dining food, of course, you have to cover tips and an expensive bottle of wine when you're there. A lot of people want to save money hosting people at home or just eating nice food at home. But for fast food, you are paying a premium. And what we've discovered is that 38% of Gen Zs are using these apps on a regular basis. Millennials at 32%. Boomers, the older generation, 12%. So you can see that younger consumers are attracted to these apps indeed.
Yeah, so what does that tell you about the food literacy of the various generations, Sylvain?
Well, for a lot of young consumers, this is their kitchen right there. I mean, that's basically it. It's so easy. I don't know if you actually have used some of these apps. In 15, 20 seconds, you can put an order in. So it's convenient. And the younger consumers, of course, they're probably stuck between 1-2 jobs. They're at university. They don't have time. They're spending time with their friends. They may not value time in their kitchen. And so that's probably why these apps are getting more popular. And we thought that the pandemic may have actually have been a factor, but not really. There is a normal progression when it comes to the use of these apps. So 1 in 4 Canadians is using these apps on a regular basis. And by 2030, it's going to be 1 Canadian in 3.
Wow.
Okay, so how do the apps then, Professor, try to get that older generation of people to attract them to it? Because it seems, generally we don't use them or not very much. It's basically because of cost. I just balk at spending $30 on something I could pay 10 for.
Yeah, habits, costs, of course. The concern that we have, of course, is that when you actually go on these apps, you can easily see that large chains dominate the platform, right? The fast food chains. And so you have to wonder whether or not people are getting the proper nutrition as a result.
Yeah.
And of course, on top of that, costs. I mean, seriously, right now, younger generations aren't earning as much and they're using these apps more. So there's a bit of a paradox there.
Yeah, of course. And grocery costs are kind of at an all-time high. So some people might be like, if I'm paying this much for groceries, might as well pay, the same, but take out all the cooking and the cleaning from the equation. Okay, Sylvain Charlebois, very interesting finding. As always, we appreciate your time. Have a good day.
Thanks, Professor.